really liked it. I was like, and sure, someone who's like so in love with the cartoon, they're like, whatever, like cartoon better. That's fine. I kind of feel sorry for you. You can't like, you're not separated.
You turn against me. I'm
just talking to you.
He can't look at me because we're giving him a death.
Talk about that beast up in here.
Let's do it.
Yeah, a lot of people, I know y'all look at me and y'all say, man, Corey, you from them streets, man. You hard as hell. I know y'all look at me like
Nobody says that. Nobody says that.
There's a few people I know y'all thinking that.
The hard streets of Waco.
That's real hard.
Yeah, you from
Waco.
Sesame Street.
Well, from them cult-ass streets of Waco. We get dirty there. I know y'all looking at me and y'all thinking, man, Corey, I know you hard. You don't be fucking with that nerd shit, all that Disney stuff out there. Yeah, you don't mess with none of that. So I know you don't care nothing about this beast right here. You the real beast. But y'all,
okay, all right, man. Come on.
No, I gotta let them know, man. They don't understand. We got some new people up and they looking at me. I got my low jack around my neck because I'm so crazy. But y'all don't know. I'm a softy at heart. And Beauty and the Beast, the original, the Disney original, first animated film to be nominated for Best Picture. None of that animated Best Picture shit. I mean, they up there with the big boys, up there with them live action people.
Did it win?
Real humans. No, I didn't win. No, hell no. Ain't no. Them actors and directors like, I wish a cartoon would take this shit. We'll burn this bitch down. But now, Disney's going through this thing. They're going through the vault and saying, oh, yeah, we can reuse this.
Like, we are completely out of ideas.
Yeah, we can reuse all this shit. But let's add flesh and blood to it. And that's what they did to one of my favorite movies, probably my favorite animated movie from them, Beauty and the Beast. And they turned it into live action.
What happens when the last petal falls?
The master remains a beast forever.
And we become antiques. What did you do to it?
Nothing.
Get out of here! Go!
She went out and found the car. Yeah, she's like, get the fuck out of here. I don't know what's wrong with him. Actually, he's like you when you drink. Don't tell me what drink to make. No! You can let me out this fucking car. Whoa!
See, that's why he took Bell. He had a lot of bourbon. He was messing up.
Yeah, he was a little drunk. When he's not drinking, he's actually human.
The beast is an alcoholic.
Yeah. Oh, But here's the thing, though, some people would think that, well, you're so close to it, Corey, you can't be fair with this. You can't talk about it without trying to compare it to that original stuff that's out there. And you're right. I am too close to it, but I'm trying. I'm trying hard.
Trying real hard, Ringo.
I'm trying.
I feel like you can't help but compare it to the original one, though.
I'm close. Close to it, Corey Goodwin. And yeah, you're right. I can't let it go. But if I am making comparisons, here's the deal. Some of these comparisons I'm doing in a favorable way. Because one of the things that I looked at with the animated one and now with this original one is that I was pretty impressed with how they took some things and kept the detail of the animated version in there, but were able to actually combine some of the live action stuff to create something new at the same time, especially when you look at this right here with the opening song. And one of the things that I'm impressed about it, like you notice, if you really do a side-by-side, for those who are listening, that's what I did with video right here, did a side-by-side, and they showed you how they were able to change some things, but also keep it close to the old one. And some of the things that they're doing with these changes is that they are actually adding story. I mean, in addition to like being creative with the choreography, the blocking, the staging of how they do the live action stuff to actually fit live action, I like how they have gone in and also use that to their advantage to expand on the story a little bit, to add some character to things. Like, for example, with Belle, for example, right here, I like how they actually let you know, like Belle in the original animated version, when Belle's going through the village, everybody's just kind of like, oh, we'll go that crazy girl that likes to read, She's always got her head in the book, always looking at something, But I don't fuck with it, just let her go on. But, in this one, in this version, they can't stand her ass. Either people love her or they hate her. When she's walking down the street, people are like, look at this bitch. reading this shit.
I feel like there's only 2 people that love her.
Yeah.
Her dad being one of them.
Yeah, and a goddamn goat man, But yeah, everybody's upset at her. Look at this bitch reading and everything. Think she better than us. Our people really do love her, and when you can see that when you watch how they do this with the opening song.
The same old bread and rolls too slow.
I'm like, bitch, you gonna pay for that?
This is why people hate
Yeah,
you.
that's why you ain't gonna go around stealing shit.
She's a shoplifter.
Yeah, you're a goddamn,
too.
yeah, you're a goddamn thief. That's why.
I wish you would do something.
Yeah.
I'm out.
Yeah.
I can read.
Yeah.
How dare you?
What's the name of this book? How to Steal Bread. Come on.
But tonight she's a funny girl like that.
It's like every lesbian in the village loves Belle. Either people hate her or they love her. And it's funny because between Gaston and Belle, ain't nothing left for nobody. I mean, look at them girls. They're like, damn, look at the ass on that chick right there. It's like the only thing that's left for everybody is like the noon lunchtime strippers and shit.
What movie were you like? Yeah.
I was watching this one.
Are you sure?
Yeah, because everybody loves Belle or they hate her. And really, if they don't love Belle, then they love Gaston. And with this, and first of all, like with some of the details in here, because I'm noticing how I kind of liked how they kept it. That's something I was afraid of at first. I mean, did you notice how? And you've both have seen the original. I mean, did you notice how
sure.
they actually were able to stay true and do some new things at the same time?
Yeah, I mean, even small things like here, she's going through that whole routine of singing the song. But in the animated one, the book, she's like, "Oh yeah, I love reading this book. It's about this guy and his beanstalk." But in here, it's about Romeo and Juliet. So they changed up a story a little bit, but they still kept the heart of the original going on.
I was looking at the objects. And with the objects in the movie, I said, you know something? They look so realistic that I think they're just gonna lose some life in them, because I'm looking at the animated version and they're so rubbery and they're moving around, they're bouncing around everywhere, and I just thought, no matter how great the CG animation is in this, it's like there's no way they're gonna be able to capture that same kind of feeling, with CG here, but I was really taken aback by how much life they were able to add. Because with this, they show them in everything that they do, even in the most mundane things, the camera is moving around, the camera's going through and swirling through their actions. I mean, when you watch the movie, they're able to capture like the musical numbers in here very much, but because they can afford to have more camera movements going on, that actually adds a lot of life to the cursed objects. And I was afraid that most of the time that it would be too chaotic, but that wasn't the case.
It's time to sparkle! I have no taste buds, but I can tell this is exquisite.
Imagine coming in with a hangover and seeing that shit in your kitchen. I don't know who put some in my drink last night.
Tank, it's the stomach.
Yeah, I'm going back to bed when I get up. Want you motherfuckers out?
Kim's like, this isn't normal. This is why the beast stays hidden most of the time. It's like they're making too much goddamn.
Yeah, I don't want to deal with this shit. And that is who do the voices here? I know Ewan McGregor.
Ewan McGregor is Lumiere, and then Codsworth is Gandalf.
Ian McKellen.
Ian McKellen.
And then Stanley Tucci.
Yeah, Google about that's a lot of life in these realistic objects right here, and I was pretty impressed that they were able to pull that off. Now, while I'm impressed by all of those visuals, while I'm impressed by how they stuck to certain details with animation and combining the live action, they still. This is where I'm a little too close now. This is where I got to come in and call me Nitpick Coleman if you want to.
The Beast looked weird.
Yeah,
dude.
he did. Yeah. And he's got nothing. He's got nothing on that original Beast from the animated film, because like I was telling people, that original Beast was able to come in and capture a lot of the animalistic movements that inspired several different animals in one character.
She's not coming.
What?
Where that bitch at?
Yeah.
It was like I was saying there, if you notice, you can see the tail flicking everywhere. You can see how he's sliding on the floor like a dog,
Right. Mm-hmm.
I'm mad. You can see the hair on his back, popping up because he's so mad. And
Well, there's a bigger thing that's missing from this new version, is that something that I would notice was when they did a close up on the Beast, they really worked hard to render that face. But when it was a full body shot, they never captured the weight of him. And what you just showed in that clip, you really felt how heavy the beast is.
But
when
here
he moves, he slides across the floor. When he beats that door, if you feel like it reverberate all around the castle.
Oh yeah. That's the thing about that's animation.
Yeah.
And that is weight. And with this, I'm sorry, I tried to I want to be fair with this beast right here. And it's not that I hate this beast. It's just that this beast you can find in any craft brewery here in Austin right now.
Especially during this week.
Yeah, especially this week. This dude is at South by Southwest right now. If the beast shaved his arms and got himself some tattoos, he looked like any fucking hipster here in town right now. When the beast finally started to act, it didn't bother me that much. But one of the things that did bother me, and it's gonna sound like I'm making a joke, and I'm not, is that, what we're looking at here right here. I mean, in animation, it's cool when you see animals hooking up with humans. You see it all the time. Because that's a cartoon.
Yeah, it's a representation.
Yeah,
you can kind of go with it.
Yeah, when you're watching Family Guy and Brian's fucking hot chicks, the dog, it's okay, man.
Well, it's two cartoons fucking each other, so yeah, you're like, yeah, that can pass.
Yeah, when two tunes are going at it, we cool, but I ain't gonna lie, it's kind of weird. That's one of the things with live action that makes it very obvious. It's like, okay, it's weird to see Belle finally start to get the hots for the beast.
I know. I expect him to attack that horse and just bite into it, rip it in half.
Just pick up that horse and throw it at ass. Here's a snowball for you. But, it's like, okay, in cartoons, that's fine, but that's an animal right there. It's like, so you actually gonna have sex with that.
Yeah, I mean, it makes you kind of see Gaston's point.
Yeah. He's like, y'all not see what I'm saying? She's gonna fuck a dog, y'all. I mean, come on. Every human being in this village is hit on her, and she going for a goddamn goat guy, And they saying, guys out there, what I always tell you, get yourself some money. Because that's what she's looking at. You're like,
it wasn't the money, it was the books.
No, oh no. Yeah.
That's true.
Yeah, she's like, this ain't castle ain't shit. Well, I got a library though. Sploosh. Like,
she saw
okay.
how big that library was. She came nonsense like, what the fuck am I talking? This dude has a castle. Some of the things that they try to reveal in the movie, I think it's really kind of pandering. They had this big controversy going on with your boy LeFou in here.
Mm-hmm.
The whole thing with him being the first openly gay character
Whatever.
in Disney.
He didn't even have the gayest moment in that movie.
Exactly.
So you're like, all right.
No, he didn't. The funny thing is, that's kind of gay right there.
There's another moment I'm thinking about.
But at the same time, he's just like every theater kid.
No, he really
who's
is.
not necessarily gay.
The thing about LeFou, played by Josh Gad here, Josh Gad is a very talented guy, and he's wearing some very flamboyant clothes right now. Let's admit. But in the movie, he has his moments where he's trying to decide whether he's gay or not. He ain't really fully gay. He wants to bust out every now and then. He's that theater guy who's acting like he's gay so he can fuck a lot of chicks.
Honestly, in that sequence, he's not doing anything that you don't see Jack Black do on a regular basis.
Exactly.
Even some of those same movements.
Oh yeah. He's not really. I mean, y'all are getting mad about this. About him? About y'all talking about don't put gay shit on the kids? It's like the first LeFou was gay. No one. Look, sticking his ass out at Gaston. Hello, Gaston. See something you want, big boy? He was gay. Nobody made a big deal about that, and he's more gay than the live action Gaston. I mean, LeFou.
Yeah, but it's nice they fixed his teeth for the new movie.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Maybe that makes him gay. That he cares about his teeth.
Yeah, exactly. Y'all are worried about a gay character in here. Meanwhile, there's some bestiality about to go down here. It's like I think God is like more upset about her fucking a bison than two dudes going at it with each other. I don't get the controversy. It's stupid, but while I'm talking about it, it's a non-issue because I find it actually kind of insulting because in a way they're putting this in there as sort of a little nod to a demographic that they have. They got a big gay demographic.
It's pandering.
That's what I'm saying. It's pandering. I actually kind of find it insulting that they're making such a big deal about this, because anything that's gay about him is just a visual cue. There's not a story behind him. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, it's not like this is what I told people when we were walking into it. They're like, oh, we heard a story from a fellow critic that was saying, yeah, my friend's pastor said they couldn't go see it because it has a gay scene, or Josh Gad is gay in the movie. And I was like, well, it's not like they're about to just start sucking each other's dicks in the middle of the movie. Like, if it's something, they're going to be like, hey, guy, and then walk away, which is damn near what happened.
The thing that I thought they really got wrong, and a lot of people were worried about the actor, and I'm not worried about the actor. It's the character that they got wrong with the writing and everything else. Gaston, man.
Yeah.
Your boy Gaston. Here's the thing about Gaston. Gaston is, I get why Gaston had to, why he had to go in the original, because the thing is with Gaston, yeah, he's a bro that got to go, the dude is, he's a dick. I get it. He's done some foul things, and in the movie they actually took his ass out like a bitch too. I'm not gonna give anything away, but for all that shit he was talking the whole thing, he went out kind of soft, but with
he got his licks in, but he went out.
Yeah, he did. He had to go, but the thing with Gaston is that you are conflicted with Gaston, because even though he's gone, you feel like, wow, man, yeah, he had to go, but I'm gonna miss him, man, because he was kind of a fun guy.
He was vegan.
He was kind of a fun dude.
He acted with his neck, his shoulder.
Hey, beast.
Kill the beast. That spiked bat, bro.
Beast. Well, I wish you would put that bat on my head. But it's but the stick that shit right up your head so you come over here with that swagger and this shit. But but Gaston was fun because Gaston was part of his own joke.
Right.
Which means that Gaston, whenever Gaston had a song come up, or whenever there was a scene with Gaston, he would make jokes about himself that were as funny as the jokes that were made about him from other characters.
LeFou, I'm afraid I've been thinking.
A dangerous pastime?
I know.
Even he knows he's fucked up. Even he can't deny.
I'm stupid, but I'll steal your girl, though.
Yeah. But in this version right here, I have nothing against Luke Evans. That's his name.
Yeah, Luke Evans. I mean, I will say he fit this role better than I expected. He can sing. Good for him. And when it began, I was like, oh, man, he's got this.
Yeah.
But past the opening number, I was like, he's just not larger than life.
That's the thing. Like with Gaston in the original one, he's this big dude. He's larger than everybody in the town. But in this, he's smaller than Belle's dad. So you're just like, like Maurice is larger. He's 6'2", you're 6 foot. Klein's a big guy.
A lot of people were saying, damn, if only The Rock was just whiter.
Yeah.
Not whiter, whiter. So that he could play this role, because a lot of people thought he would have been perfect for it. Nobody in this movie, none of the characters have the charm of the original characters.
Yeah.
And that's the only, I'm not saying this because I'm so in love with it. None of these people have any of the timing of the touching moments, or especially the thing that brought you into the character of the Beast, the humorous moments.
Gently.
Will you come down to dinner?
No.
This motherfucker. You see him? I'm trying, but this bitch right here. Those human elements right there are what made you endeared to the Beast. And with this one, even though the Beast is, hey man, how you doing, man? Time nigga for din. With this right here, this Beast, even though charming, even though it's suitable, it's nowhere near the charm of what they were able to capture in the original.
He wasn't expressive that much, and maybe because they wanted to keep him somewhat humanoid or handsome, I guess.
Yeah.
But he just didn't have the expression, and the CG on it was very inconsistent.
Overall, and I want to hear you, unless you got any more opinions to add, I want to hear very curious to hear what you give this movie now. I can kind of predict. And here's what we're going to do before we go any further. We took a little poll and shoved it right up the Beast's ass. No, we took a little poll right here, and we have all three of our ratings predicted by the Toasties out there. And let's see what they think. Let me refresh the poll here. And it says that I am going to give this a matinee. Martin Thomas is going to give this a matinee. And Corey, they say, yeah, you the one who don't like shit, so you're going to give it a rental. So I'm kind of curious to see What you guys rate the movie?
I feel like with this movie, man, they did a lot of stuff to where it was, like Martin said, it's either on par or it's below what the original was, and that's unfortunate. I feel like they should have gone a different route, kind of like the Jungle Book or even like Maleficent, where there's another story to tell, or you can just add something and maybe use snippets of the original just to pay homage to it, but come back to your own thing. There's nothing about this film where it makes me say go out and see this. Even if you are, I think, a diehard fan, which I'm far from. I don't even really like the original.
The fuck?
I told you I don't like the original. I told you that. We watched the trailer for this shit. I was like,
you not to say that again.
I don't give a fuck about what
You really don't have a heart, man.
No, for the technical
You're the
aspects,
monster.
I am the monster. For the technical aspects and everything, yeah, the first one, it's an amazing movie and it deserved that nomination for Best Picture that year. But it's not one of those movies that when I talk about Disney flicks, my first thought is to go to that because I'm not a big fan of Beauty and the Beast. With this one, man, it just feels like they were just we're watching a TV here. It's all right, we got to film this. Go for it. And then they add another 30 minutes into this movie explaining backstories that have that don't matter at all. And even they add magical pieces, like extra magical parts. Like you already know about the mirror, but now there's another thing where I can teleport. So you're like, all right, how did this happen? Anyway, hey, Toesies, you guys were right. I am going to give this a rental. It's nothing that's necessary. I feel like you might as well just watch the original one and enjoy that, because there were much bigger fans of Beauty and the Beast at the screening we were at, and they were coming out saying, why did they add that extra 30 minutes? Why did they add those 4 songs that just awful compared to the original one? Okay. So yes, this is a rental for me.
Mr. Thomas.
I'm kind of surprised they had me at a matinee, because every time we watched the trailer, I kept saying, I don't know, I'm not seeing anything that I didn't see in the cartoon.
But also, you got this record of really liking these live action remakes that Disney does. I don't think there's one that you really don't like of the current ones. Which one?
No, I like Maleficent and I like Jungle Book, but I hated Cinderella.
Did you hate?
Yeah,
I thought you liked that.
No,
Okay,
no, not at all. And what other ones have they done?
I don't know.
I mean,
Alice in Wonderland. They're not doing any more now that you don't like
those Alice in Wonderlands. And yeah, this just makes me go like, geez, man, if you're gonna just do this and just do a straight shot for shot remake, I don't get a point. Yeah, and making it an extra 30 minutes longer, really? I mean, I'd like to give it a higher rating for the people who are the true fans and want to see but it's like, why do you need this? You honestly don't. I always liked the animated one. Like, I wasn't as bad as Corey, where I was like, I don't like it at all. It's one of my lesser favorites. But watching this the whole time, I was like, you know what? That movie's actually better than I thought it was. But not this one. It's a high rental.
All right. Well, I agree with you guys on a lot of points. I mean, for one thing, the movie is 2 hours and 10 minutes, which showed me one thing is like, sometimes simplicity is better. I mean, we don't need to know the backstory of all these characters, especially one in particular, because it's not really adding anything to it at all. Even when you get it with the Beast, some things are probably left better mysterious. And, yeah, for some people, it's going to be like, yeah, why remake this? Because for me, the original was perfect. But
I thought you were about to start crying.
But I did cry.
That glory.
But ting. No,
Oh wait, if you cried, you got to give it better than sex.
Oh no, man. I don't want to fuck the Beast. Nah, you know what? But I don't. Where you say you don't see any reason for the remake, I don't see any reason for any other remakes that they're doing. I mean, I don't know, other than the point which is we all know is to make money, and if they're going to do it to make money, then who am I to come out there and try to stop it? It exists, it's out there. So the only thing I can do is to say, how does it stand on its own? And while it might not stand on its own as well, I got to look at it as its own thing too. Very hard to do, but I try to look at it as its own thing. It's a gorgeous film. I mean, I can say the production value in this is pretty amazing. So you say what you will about the Beast, yeah. But for those who don't know, or maybe who are too young to have watched the original, this is not something that you're going to go in and try to like do a hair by hair comparison of that. And furthermore, like I said, some things worked. While I didn't like Gaston's song, the one where it's a big tribute to Gaston, which he lent nothing to, the Kill the Beast part, that was actually pretty sinister, and that worked out pretty well. I mean, the movie's very hit and miss. But do I think it's something that can be enjoyed? Do I come in and think that it's something bad? No. I mean, they did put a lot of care into this, more than they would just somebody who wants to do a throwaway remake. I mean, it starts to fall apart the more it goes on. But at the end of it, weighing everything together, I give it a low matinee. Low matinee.
I feel like we avoided a lot of stuff that's like the big iconic moments. Like we didn't talk about the ballroom dance. We didn't talk about the Be Our Guest scene. We didn't even say shit about Belle. So like, how do you feel like
ain't nothing to say about Belle?
Exactly. Like, it's like the movie's called Beauty and the Beast, and the beauty is just like floating through it.
We covered a lot of this when we said that some of the characters are just not as charming as Belle is lumped into that. You know, we talked about the production values of the movie. Yeah, and I even said like the parts with the dishes and the objects. Those musical numbers are gorgeous, but I was pretty surprised that they were able to keep up that production value when they weren't doing musical numbers. That's just me, goddammit.
That musical, Be Our Guest was just like audiovisual vomit on the screen because it was just bright lights and I did not appreciate that, man.
I enjoyed it. I had fun with it. Like I said,
less is more, dude.
No, not in this case. Hey, you know what?
You're the one who said it.
I don't want to do this. I don't want to do this. Man, come on over here. Yeah, come here, man. Because this is the point where they start jumping on me. Calling me crazy for what I like.
I'm gonna back you up here. I'm sorry, audio-visual vomit? Seriously?
That was
dude,
not
that
a great
shit was
scene,
like watching
man.
classic Hollywood stuff. They were even doing the Busby Berkeley thing.
No, but it's cool when it's people doing it because you're like, wow, they got enough people and did the choreography to get all these people to do it. But when it's CG and it's all that shit going on, it's like, oh, this is like a Transformers fight.
Yeah.
Transformers fight is way too exaggerated.
No, there
was clarity in this. This wasn't just junk crashing into each other. You had staging. You had clear action going on.
Agreed. Yeah, actually, my biggest compliment for this film, I think Bill Condon, the director here, who wrote Chicago, which is arguably the greatest filmed musical ever, who wrote and directed Dreamgirls, which is also really amazing.
He also did Twilight Breaking Dawn.
Okay, sure. He did the last two Twilight films. Man, I was going to get there, man.
And I was thinking, too, I said, I hope this motherfucker don't pull that out.
You knew it. The minute you start going down that road, you're like, oh no, follow this track.
I want you to stop. Don't go down that road.
There was a little gap in the Death Star.
I can't hear the ding though.
You're trying to get you to your
trying to get out me.
To your secret place.
Hide the ceramic. No.
I'm just stirring my tea.
But that means every black person in the room is going to go down. I know. All of us in the dark place.
The sunken place.
The sunken place.
Start with while here sounding like Kyle and Grant and Brian. All right, guys.
You supposed to be my backup, man.
Sorry, I tried.
But you get what I'm saying.
I totally get what you're saying. Actually, I found this thing. All right, so let me just say this because I'm listening to you all and I'm going, there's a lot of like, but the cartoon did this and I like this part better. I haven't seen the cartoon in a while, I admit. It's been 4 or 5 years maybe. And I like the cartoon a lot. Come on, it's a classic Disney film. It's just never been one of those ones that I went, that's one of my favorites. I'm like, yeah, it's a great movie, but I don't remember all the stuff. I watch this and I'm like, man, it's just a really good story, period. And I'm enjoying this and not remembering, well, how did the cartoon do it differently? I can't remember. I don't give a fuck. I'm enjoying this film as just the film I'm watching right now. I had a good time with it. All the staging, the choreography, even that scene you were showing when they're all running around the town, the village with those admittedly really shitty redneck villagers there.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, you're like, wow, no wonder she's going to have to go up to the Sound of Music like Hilltop and go like, fuck these rednecks.
Yeah, man. What would you give it?
Actually, I was with you. I was kind of tearing up at the end too. I was like, that true love.
Yeah, we both like, man, pussies, man. Man, this cedar out here. Yeah, I know, man.
No, I guess I hear a lot of the things you're saying, not all of them, but some of the things you're saying. I guess I was more forgiving towards some of that stuff. And plus I was kind of like, it's like the last couple seasons of Star Trek Next Generation when Worf and Troy are getting together. You're just like, that dude's a Klingon.
See, no, I just feel like you bought into it, so you're like, I guess I got to finish this out.
He's not a beast. He's a Klingon. It's fine. I got all into it. I kind of loved this, man. I gave it a full price, actually. I really liked it. I was like, and sure, someone who's like so in love with the cartoon, they're like, whatever, I like cartoon better. That's fine. I kind of feel sorry for you. You can't, you're not separated.
Turn against me. I'm
just talking to you.
He can't look at me because we give him a death stare.
Neither one of these guys are that guy. Though, so.
Yeah, Corey, you're the one who loved the cartoon.
Yeah. Corey Goodwin's like, well, I don't even care about the cartoon. Mine's like, well, whatever. I don't know. I'm Martin Thomas. I'm my own thing.
I literally watched the cartoon today, and I was like, wow, because that crappy movie that movie that we saw yesterday, it makes me appreciate this that much more. And it's not going to be one of my favorite Disney movies, but I'm like, okay, I see why people hold this dear and they appreciate this and why it got nominated for Best Picture. But with this, man, it just felt like a poor imitation. It felt like the Walmart brand of Beauty and the Beast. And that's why I wasn't rocking with it, dude.
Yeah, my one complaint at all was I thought that why did they even have a CG Beast? Like every version of this that's ever been live action
it's always been,
has been practical.
Exactly.
There's absolutely no reason to
I was
do a
wondering
CG
that too
version.
because you could understand if they were going to make him more animalistic, do things that a human body physically can't do, but they didn't.
Yeah, exactly. He
And
didn't-
you know what? When you were talking about the weight on the beast, did you know it's like from the rooftops he turned into like a rabbit?
I did.
He wasn't a beast. He was like a rodent. Or
I noticed
something.
times when him and Belle were walking together, and he's walking, and he's barely having any impact, and his feet are just doing like this, like tip, 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 like she's walking with an old man, and even the shadow under the feet. Because at that point, I was just starting to look at it. I was like, "Why is this not looking real to me?" And I'm like, "Yeah, those shadows are a little bit off."
Damn, boy, you went in
but that
deep.
shouldn't come across. It was just
You
one of
watch
those
this with a
things
with a microscope.
it's just that thing where I'm like, why? I'm trying to analyze, like, why is my brain not accepting this whole, composite is real?
I just want to see the master edit where it turns out this is just another David hallucination. Stan Stevens like, boy, I'm not the Beast.
I know.
Shit, I'm an X-Man.
Turn into Legion and just start blowing people apart.
Yeah.
Oh man,
We got nerdy on you. That's what happens when you put me and Martin on mic
I know
together.
that's when I shut the fuck up.
Hey man,
I was like,
when you called him over, I knew what you were getting into.
Here we go.
hey.
First it's Star Trek, then it's the X-Men.
I was like, you gonna really you brought Star Trek into this shit. I was like,
Chris, back me up. Yes, I liked it because it reminded me of Star Trek.
it was like,
This is the man in your corner.
I know. It was like he's in the Enterprise and just crashed that shit to the room. You know?
My bad.
Long and prosper, Corey.
God damn. You know what? Never mind, man. This shit's a rental.
I was
GameFly brings to your house, to you, over 8,000 new releases and classics that are available to rent, or you can buy them for almost every system out there, current and some old systems. Like I said, man, I've been trying to put my GameCube back to work for years. GameFly has given me an excuse to do that. And you can even try 30 days for free by typing in gameflyoffer.com/double toasted. And when you do that, you'll get 30 days for free of games and movies. Get all those things, all of them at once. Just stay in the house. Don't go nowhere because they're all going to get brought right to your mailbox. You can also bring the element of surprise every month to your home in the form of a Loot Crate mystery box. In that box, I can't tell you what it is, but I can guarantee you it is the best in geek and gaming gear. Some people say it's like having Comic-Con brought right to your home. You don't have to leave the house for nothing. You're getting all kind of stuff. And everybody likes a little surprise every month. Just a little bit. And here's another surprise for you. You know, if you go to our link, trylootcrate.com/double toasted, and you type in bridge 10, that's the word bridge and the number 10, you can get 10% off, a 10% discount on your first crate. How's that for a surprise right there? Loot Crate, bring the mystery and the surprise to your mailbox once a month with Loot Crate. Hey everyone, thanks for watching, and be sure to subscribe to our channel and go over to our home, doubletoasted.com, for more videos and live streams. And remember, stay toasty. Pull that off. Now, while I'm impressed by all of those visuals, while I'm impressed by how they stuck to certain details with animation and combining the live action, they still, this is where I'm a little too close now. This is where I got to come in and call me Nitpick Coleman if you want to.
The Beast looked weird.
Yeah, okay, he did. And he's got nothing. He's got nothing on that original Beast from the animated film, because like I was telling people, that original Beast was able to come in and capture a lot of the animalistic movements that inspired several different animals in one character.
She's not coming.
What? Where that bitch at?
Yeah.
It was like I was saying there, you know, if you notice, you can see the tail flicking everywhere. You can see how he's sliding on the floor like a dog. You know,
Right.
I'm mad. You can see the hair on his back, you know, popping up because he's so mad. And
Well, there's a bigger thing that's missing from this new version, is that something I would notice was when they did a close up on the Beast, they really worked hard to render that face, but when it was a full body shot, they never captured the weight of him. And what you just showed in that clip, you really felt how heavy the Beast is.
But
when
here
he moves, he slides across the floor. When he beats that door, if you feel like it reverberate all around the castle.
Oh yeah. You know, that's the thing about that's animation.
Yeah.
And that is weight. And with this, I'm sorry, I tried to I want to be fair with this Beast right here. And it's not that I hate this Beast. It's just that this Beast you can find in any craft brewery here in Austin right now. You know?
Especially during this week.
Yeah, especially this week. This dude is at South by Southwest right now. You know, if the Beast shaved his arms and got himself some tattoos, he looked like any fucking hipster here in town right now. When the Beast finally started to act, it didn't bother me that much. But one of the things that did bother me, and it's gonna sound like I'm making a joke, and I'm not, is that, you know,
even small things, like here she's going through that whole routine of singing the song, but in the animated one, the book, she's like, oh yeah, I love reading this book, it's about this guy and his beanstalk, but in here it's about Romeo and Juliet, so they changed up a story a little bit, but they still kept the heart of the original going on.
I was looking at the objects, and with the objects in the movie, I said, you know something? They look so realistic that I think they're just gonna lose some life in them, you know. Because I'm looking at the animated version, and they're so rubbery, and they're moving around, they're bouncing around everywhere, and I just thought, no matter how great the CG animation is in this, it's like there's no way they're gonna be able to capture that same kind of feeling, with CG here. But I was really taken aback by how much life they were able to add, because with this, they show them in everything that they do, even in the most mundane things. The camera is moving around, the camera's going through and swirling through their actions. I mean, when you watch the movie, they're able to capture like the musical numbers in here very much, but because they can afford to have more camera movements going on, that actually adds a lot of life to the cursed objects. And I was afraid that, you know, most of the time that it would be too chaotic, but that wasn't the case.
It's time to sparkle! Hey. I have no taste buds, but I can tell this is exquisite.
Imagine coming in with a hangover and seeing that shit in the kitchen. I don't know who put some in my drink last night.
Tank, extra stomach.
Yeah, I'm going back to bed when I get up. Want you motherfuckers out?
Kim's like, this isn't normal.
This is why the Beast stays hidden most of the time. It's like they're making too much goddamn.
Yeah, I don't want to deal with this shit. You know, and that is who do the voices here? I know Ewan McGregor.
Ewan McGregor is Lumiere,
and then Codsworth is Gandalf.
Ian McKellen.
Ian McKellen.
And then Stanley Tucci.
Yeah, Google about. Yeah, that's a lot of life in these realistic objects right here, and I was pretty impressed that they were able to.
Really liked it. I was like, and sure, someone who's like so in love with the cartoon, they're like, whatever, like cartoon better. That's fine. I kind of feel sorry for you. You can't you not separated.
You turn against me. I'm
just talking to you.
He can't look at her because we're giving him a death stare.
Talk about that beast up in here.
Let's do it.
Yeah, you know, a lot of people, you know, I know y'all look at me and y'all say, man, Corey, you from them streets, man. You know, you hard as hell. I know y'all look at me like
Nobody says that. Nobody says that.
There's a few people, I know y'all thinking that.
The hard streets of Waco.
That's real hard.
Yeah,
you
you
know,
from
Waco.
Sesame Street.
But from them cult-ass streets of Waco, you know, we get dirty there. I know y'all looking at me and y'all thinking, man, Corey, I know you hard. You don't be fucking with that nerd shit, all that Disney stuff out there. Yeah, you don't mess with none of that. So I know you don't care nothing about this beast right here. You the real beast. But y'all,
okay, all right, man. Come on.
No, I gotta let them know, man. They don't understand. We got some new people up and they looking at me. I got my low jack around my neck because I'm so crazy. But y'all don't know. I'm a softy at heart. And Beauty and the Beast, the original, the Disney original, first animated film to be nominated for Best Picture. None of that animated Best Picture shit. I mean, they up there with the big boys, up there with them live action people.
Did it win?
Real humans. No, I didn't win. No, hell no. Ain't no. Them actors and directors like, I wish a cartoon would take this shit. We'll burn this bitch down. But now, you know, Disney's going through this thing. They're going through the vault and saying, oh, yeah, we can reuse this.
Like, we are completely out of ideas.
Yeah, we can reuse all this shit. But let's add flesh and blood to it. And that's what they did to one of my favorite movies, probably my favorite animated movie from them, Beauty and the Beast. And they turned it into live action. And on the story a little bit to add some character to things. Like, for example, with Belle, for example, right here. I like how they actually let you know, like Belle in the original animated version, you know, when Belle's going through the village, everybody's just kind of like, oh, we'll go that crazy girl that likes to read, you know. She's always got her head in the book, always looking at something, you know. But I don't fuck with her, just let her go on. But, you know, in this version, they can't stand her ass. Either people love her or they hate her. When she's walking down the street, people are like, look at this bitch. Reading this shit.
I feel like there's only two people that love her.
Yeah.
Her dad being one of them.
Yeah. And a goddamn goat man, you know. But yeah, everybody's upset at her. Look at this bitch reading and everything. Think she better than us. Our people really do love her. And when you can see that when you watch how they do this with the opening song.
The same old bread and rolls true song.
I'm like, bitch, you gonna pay for that?
This is why people hate you.
Yeah, that's why you ain't gonna go around stealing shit.
He's a shoplifter.
Yeah, you're a goddamn,
too.
Yeah, you're a goddamn thief. That's why.
I wish you would do something.
Yeah.
I'm out.
Yeah.
I can read.
Yeah.
How dare you?
What's the name of this book? How to Steal Bread. Come on.
But tonight she's a funny girl like that.
It's like every lesbian in the village loves Belle. You know, either people hate her or they love her. And it's funny because between Gaston and Belle, ain't nothing left for nobody. I mean, look at them girls. They're like, damn, look at the ass on that chick right there. You know, it's like the only thing that's left for everybody is like the noon lunchtime strippers and shit.
What movie were you like? Yeah.
I was watching this one.
Are you sure?
Yeah, because everybody loves Belle or they hate her. And really, if they don't love Belle, then they love Gaston. You know, and with this, and first of all, like with some of the details in here, because I'm noticing how I kind of liked how they kept it. That's something I was afraid of at first. I mean, did you notice how? And you've both have seen the original. I mean, did you notice how
sure.
they actually were able to stay true and do some new things at the same time?
Yeah, I mean,
What happens when the last petal falls?
The master remains a beast forever.
And we become antiques. What did you do to it?
Nothing.
Get out of here!
She went out and found the car. Yeah, she's like, get the fuck out of here. I don't know what's wrong with him. Actually, he's like you when you drink. Don't tell me what drink to make. No! You can let me out this fucking car. Walk!
see, that's why he took Bell. He had a lot of bourbon. He was messing up.
Yeah, he was a little drunk. When he's not drinking, he's actually human.
The beast is an alcoholic.
Yeah. Oh, but here's the thing, though. You know, some people would think that, well, you're so close to it, Corey. You can't be fair with this. You can't talk about it without trying to compare it to that original stuff that's out there. And you're right. I am too close to it, but I'm trying. I'm trying hard.
Trying real hard, Ringo.
I'm trying.
I feel like you can't help but compare it to the original one, though.
I'm close to it, Corey Goodwin. And yeah, you're right. I can't let it go. But if I am making comparisons, here's the deal. Some of these comparisons I'm doing in a favorable way. Because one of the things that I looked at with the animated one and now with this original one is that I was pretty impressed with how they took some things and kept the detail of the animated version in there, but were able to actually combine some of the live action stuff to create something new at the same time, especially when you look at this right here with the opening song. And one of the things that I'm impressed about it, like you notice, if you really do a side-by-side, for those who are listening, that's what I did with video right here, did a side-by-side, and they showed you how they were able to change some things, but also keep it close to the old one. And some of the things that they're doing with these changes is that they are actually adding story. I mean, in addition to like being creative with the choreography, the blocking, the staging of how they do the live action stuff to actually fit live action, I like how they have gone in and also use that to their advantage to expand